Yo, people, and welcome to a late night edition after Sunday night games. God damn it, through a different lens podcast. What are you saying, my boy Jacob? You good?
All okay, man. All okay. Something new for the people. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I mean, let's just get straight into it because we had the Super Bowl rematch of my Chiefs versus the defending champs, the Eagles. Do you want to kick us off on that?
Do you know what? Very good game. Very, very, very good game. Very competitive. It felt like what the Super Bowl should have been instead of what the blowout was. It felt like, obviously I feel like Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are a bit undermanned right now in terms of offensively. You can see how much they're doing just to get the ball anywhere. But there's a lot of still there's something missing in that offense, even with the missing pieces. I feel like there's a lot of miscues and everyone's not up to speed yet. But the Eagles came and showed who they are, defensively strong. I feel like the Chiefs, this was a Chiefs defensive performance.
They were good.
Real good. Obviously, the problems arise when you turn the ball over, and it was an uncanny turnover, You trust Travis Kelce to just walk that into the end zone and it bobbles off his hands.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah. and you score there, the game is completely different because you go up.
Yeah, the Eagles could have still won, but it would have made it.
Yes. And because you had them in third and won a lot, and you guys managed to stop the tush push quite a bit today. So, I feel
we're
like
going to talk about the controversy of that one.
I feel like just in general that it was a good game. The Eagles, they edged it, but I feel like if you were to meet up again later in the season, which would probably be if it is to be a Super Bowl rematch again, I feel like with your pieces added and your defense really coming to the party, you stop the run well. You kind of contain Saquon Barkley and the run game really. I feel like the Chiefs could do something, but today obviously just wasn't your day for it.
Yeah. Today's defeat was more frustrating than the Chargers one because the Chargers game, they completely outplayed the Chiefs on every front. Whereas today, the Eagles are meant to be the stronger team. Well, they are the stronger team in every single position, bar quarterback. And we saw the quarterback disparity. Mahomes was very good today, actually, bar a couple overthrows.
Yeah.
The one, obviously, him and Thornton made up for it, but it should have happened a couple plays before. And I'd say his first drive, there was one or two throws on that one. But other than that, obviously, first half, he used his legs. At halftime, he had more rushing yards than passing yards.
Yeah.
And the team were just in it. And not even making an excuse, but injuries on defense in the game as well, because a cornerback went off and one of the D linemen went off. But defensively, like you said, they were really good. The only thing I'll keep on pressing is we don't sack the quarterback enough. But again, we're playing the best O-line in football. Both teams done a good job on that front. And then it's just the Chiefs right now, the way they're with their current squad, the current injuries, they've not really got any room for error in that sense. So you could see that Kelce deflection was just a massive play because the Eagles scored. Yeah, they scored from that turnover. Well, scored a touchdown from that turnover. And shout out Simmons because he actually stopped a touchdown there. Your O-line man running that quick. But again, the Eagles scored on that. So yeah, it was just, by the way, I'm not dejected. It's just really late, so I don't want to make noise before anyone starts saying anything. But it was more of an annoying defeat because it was definitely a game to be won. So, and like you said, that's the kind of game that we should have given the Eagles in the Super Bowl. But yeah,
100%.
A lot just happened.
100%. It was just, you know what? When I started watching the game and the way the Eagles came out the traps quite quickly, I said, okay, are we in for another blowout?
Yeah.
But then, obviously, when I saw Mahomes kind of settle in and, He knew today. He's now about. It's not about passing the ball downfield because you really have no downfield threats and no big plays, big playmaking unless it's him using his legs. So I think he really understands how the offense is working, and
Mm,
he's just having to try and win or make plays in any way possible. And
mm.
you can see in some respects he's getting frustrated with what's going on, but he can't be.
Yeah, he doesn't show it too much, but
You can,
you just know.
yeah, because it's like, hold on, you're meant to be there. Why are you not there?
Yeah.
And even the overthrows, they're like, should sometimes when Mahomes overthrows the ball, you look at it, it's like, should the receiver actually be there?
Mm.
It's even though you can see some of them are overthrows and some of them are miscues, but even
On
like
on these ones, I'd blame him today on the overthrows
on the
because
deep balls.
yeah, because Thornton is stupidly quick and
Mm.
like apparently he was impressive in preseason, well in training camp and preseason with those kind of plays. So like they eventually connected, and it could be one to build on in the future when everyone's back. Like it's those ones where he's probably forced his way onto the roster when everyone's back.
Mm. But
But
it's a good
but
thing.
again, Mahomes has to get those. He probably feels like I ain't really done deep ball throws like consecutively for like 2 years. I've been
Yeah.
more dinking and dunking, playing the field, etc. It's just yeah.
Yeah, no, real. At the end of the day, good game, good like Super Bowl rematch. It should have probably been a Sunday night football game. It's weird that they had it on at that specific time, but I'm happy because
I'm
it's better
happy as
for
well.
us.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's better for us. But yeah, real good game at the end of the day. I just feel like the Chiefs fully loaded win that game without the
Mm,
mistakes and without the turnovers. And do you know what? I'm watching the Eagles and I like them, but I don't know if they're as good as they were last year.
mm,
Like I don't know. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, Saquon Barkley, but you know, everyone's stacking up the box and preparing for the run now. So it's like we know what's
yeah.
coming. Jalen Hurts has to beat us, and then I'm not see he didn't throw further than like well, until he hit Devonta Smith, but he didn't throw further than like 6 yard routes most of the
Yeah.
time. It was like he was just dinking and dunking most of the game.
Well, he ended up with 101 yards, and that Devontae throw was what probably 30 to 40 yards.
Yeah,
So,
yes.
and even
So,
that was just more like Devontae's up there, he'll go get
mm,
it.
yeah, no, it's true. It's true. So yeah, it was just I'm now wary of the Eagles. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know how good you are. I had them
Mm,
as well, I had the Lions as a Super Bowl pick going in, but I had them in the NFC Championship game. I know you didn't,
yeah,
but I don't know now seeing it's week 2, it's still early, but now seeing a lot of the things I'm seeing, I'm like, I don't know if they're as good as I think they are. And they've got their kind of full quartet there. There's no missing pieces. You get what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Whereas everyone else around the league kind of has the main teams anyway have missing pieces somewhere.
yeah. Because you could even see like the Cowboys should have beat them last week.
Mm-hmm.
Not for CD's drops, stuff like that. Then again, today you could say should have lost, or the game should have gone really down to the wire. But again, like I said last week, the Eagles have got to the stage where they get the grace period, they get grace as well.
Mm,
Like they could just be doing what Liverpool's doing,
yeah. Win it
not
last
playing
minute.
well and just winning,
Mm-hmm.
and then figuring it out as time goes by. And I think even Hertz gets that gratitude as well because he seems to be the kind of person let him figure out in terms of a leadership aspect. And then yeah, like they're so blessed that they've got top positional positional players, etc. Like
Mm-hmm.
O line, you could say the best. Receiving core, you could say top five.
Yep.
Like D line, if everyone's on top, if they can just be top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Running back, you could say top three. Like
Yeah.
so, as long as Hertz doesn't turn over the ball, they're gonna be so hard to beat.
100%. 100%
So
because they're a mistake-free team.
yeah, and they're quite opportunistic. Like again, that was a great play. I forgot what his name was. Just his reaction to catch it from the deflection of Kelsey,
Yeah, I
even
can't
though
remember his name. And we should because he made another big play on the fourth down stop.
yeah.
Yeah.
So because I think he's a rookie if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's another good thing with them. They draft so well, or
Mm-hmm.
they find the right person at the right time.
Yeah.
somewhat resurrect. Look, Zach Bourne, they made him a Defensive Player of the Year candidate last year, got a good contract, and he's mainstay, a leader on their defense. So, again, you can't fault the Eagles, man. They get some grace, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I think they also know when to get rid of a player as well. Like their management just is top of the top. There's
yeah,
no if it's the way an organization should be ran in the NFL or
yeah.
in sports in general. But what do you feel about the tush push? Because I think that there's a lot of questionable
Well,
calls on that tush push today.
when it came up to the NFL in the off season for it to be banned, I wasn't either to or fro. I was like, it's quite unstoppable. It's beneficial to the Eagles, but you can't fault them because they've mastered it.
Mm-hmm.
But a point, and I tweeted it during tonight's game, a point of concern, and I tweeted it in last season, was the championship game against the Commanders. Can you remember when the Commanders defensive player kept on jumping over
Yes.
and they kept on giving him a penalty? And I
Mm-hmm.
think some of the commentators were saying this is getting a bit silly now.
Yeah.
But the defense can't do nothing on that play if they're not like if he times his jump, you should give him the benefit of the doubt, innit?
Of course.
But again, and it started to make the plays look a bit silly, whatever. Come to today's game now, I could see on my TV live of the Eagles O line jumping the start,
Yeah.
false starting. And then like finally people started to see it on Twitter and stuff like that. Because usually it's the Chiefs are the one that benefits all the calls, blah blah blah. They
Mm.
play for the Chiefs. I'm like, bro, like if I can see it on my TV, why can't the refs see it? And the thing, you can see the Chiefs players, they were getting crazy, like at the refs, remonstrating everything, like Chris Jones especially. It's like, bro, they're jumping the start. And they
Mm-hmm.
done it a lot in the second half. Obviously, they've scored a touchdown with one of those plays, but like in the middle of the field, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got to the point now where it nearly got banned. It's going to get banned after. If the Chiefs could put in a complaint, like the Bills did, for rules to be changed
Yeah. The Bills.
twice against them.
Yeah.
Because the Chiefs, they don't really complain about stuff. That's one
Mm.
thing. They might they'll have their odd bad moment when Mahomes did. I say bad moment, but just frustration moment when Mahomes did against the Bills 2 seasons ago. You know when Kelsey did that pass back,
Yeah. Yeah.
etc. And they were fuming, like, but they just all right, cool, we lost. But this one was I hope it is picked up on, like the way the media tried to pick up on things for the Chiefs, that whether they did or didn't. Like this one was there evident. That so
Yeah, no, it's an interesting one because when I'm watching it, I'm like, why are we not calling the full starts? Because we have
yeah,
the Hawkeye camera, we have all of these things, and also that's a play that needs to be judged just purely on camera angles. They can't be deciding it from eye level anymore because you don't know where the ball is, you can't see anything. Everything from that play needs to be on Hawkeye or on Sky Cam or whatever. You got 1,000,001 cameras in the building, and you're telling me that you can't reverse a call when you can see people are clearly jumping, clearly full starting. Sometimes, sometimes Jalen Hurts got the ball in his hand and everyone's already ahead of the line. I'm like, bro,
bro.
what's going on here? And
Like
they always say, "Oh, just keep them out of short field, short yardage situations." But they can do it from 3-4 yards out if they wanted to.
yeah, I think they done it one couple games last season where it was like 2 or 3 yards. They
Mm.
tested it and like, but I think because they knew they had a down to play with
They,
and
they
do it
they do
again.
it. Yeah,
It's like,
it's an interesting one, but look, I'm not mad at it. If if you
yeah,
want
yeah,
something gone,
same.
stop it. But I just need it to be ruled and officiated the correct way.
Exactly that, because the defense don't gain no form of an advantage. Any little snap from the defense, flag.
Mm-hmm.
Like anyone jumps the line, flag. So why isn't it should be the exact same? For me, if it's the exact same, you're gonna call it on offense. I've got absolutely no problem because I didn't really have a problem with it beforehand. I was like, some teams were good at it. It's basically enhanced quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
And then the Eagle, Jalen Hurts has just mastered it. So fair play to him. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what pushes him in the quarterback ranking conversations because he's so successful at it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's something to his armor, isn't it? So,
It's true. real interesting one. What do you feel like with the Chiefs now 0-2? What are your thoughts and feelings on the team going
Well,
forwards?
the Giants game next, they can't. They always like every once in a while they have those stupid losses in a season. No
Mm.
disrespect to the Giants, but they have to win that. It's like must win game because after that, if I'm not mistaken, they've got what the Ravens, uh, the Jags, the Lions. Let me see, and then the Raiders. And then
Okay.
I think Rasheed Rice comes back because he's got a
Week
6 game ban,
7. Yeah,
right?
he's back in week 7, yeah.
Yeah, so Giants, Ravens, Jags. Oh, so he should be back for Lions game.
Okay.
Lions or Raiders, maybe Raiders. I might have counted wrong, but even then, like again, there's no margin, there's no room for error. They have to. But Brett Veach and front office, they need to make some moves or do something, bruv. Because, bro, like obviously we're down wide receivers, and then if they were all fully healthy, you could say they're good receiving core,
Mm.
but our run game is rubbish, and Travis Kelce's decline is real, bro.
Yeah.
So the most he does is more or less occupy people, and he does big plays. Did had a few good plays today, but prime Travis Kelce doesn't like
He's
do
not there
that,
no more.
or if he does, he'll make up for it.
Yeah.
You get me? So unless he can make up for it in the next couple games, then boy. But yeah, like the run game is a massive concern because it's like Mahomes is just playing with his hands tied behind his back, and again, it's not the time to
No.
do Superman because every all the other teams are becoming more and more all better all rounded teams.
Right.
Like everyone's got a better. A lot of the top teams have better all-round teams than the Chiefs, or they have better positional star players than than the Chiefs. So
Mhm.
it's just like, bro. But yeah, like the O line were quite good today. I can't really fault them.
Yeah, they held up. They held up quite well. They didn't really allow many sacks. The ones they did allow, it was like, okay, cool. Mahomes. The ones they did allow, Mahomes is trying to make a play, but there's no one open. And
And they squashed the pocket as well.
yeah,
Like the Eagles D line, you give them credit. Do you know what I
yeah, they're a
mean?
good D line.
Yeah,
So yeah, no. But you said the Giants. The Giants today were involved in a hell of a game against the Cowboys. Probably game of the season so far. Anyway, I'd say we have game of the
yeah,
season every week at this point. We had it
yeah. I
last
don't.
week. Had it last week with the Bills, Ravens, and then this week
Yeah,
that comes and tops it. And you get. I think someone said bad teams make great games.
yeah. But they really did.
Mm.
And just for us, Russ had a hell of a game, and for him to then get an interception, it's just like, bro, when it really mattered. But again, you can't even say when it really because he helped take the games out of like he
Yeah,
was immense.
it was Russ of the Seahawks in that fourth quarter, and then in overtime he turned into Russ of the Steelers in the back end of the season.
Yeah,
But it was an all round great game. I think watching it, I was like, Jesus Christ, I don't know what's gonna happen next. The Cowboys got a real problem on their secondary, by the way, because you can't keep allowing deep balls like that consistently 3 times in a row when the game is on the line.
yeah. Diggs got cooked. Neighbors cooked Diggs.
Hmm.
Uh,
And I'm watching the game, I'm thinking, bro, they're doing the same thing. But then obviously, because now they're running they're running basically go routes, go routes, go routes. You now
mm,
just see them sitting in zone and they're sitting so far back, they're sitting so deep that these guys are just running comebacks with
yeah,
no one near them. So it's like, what the Cowboys were in a place of they won, they managed to win the game. But while I was watching the secondary, I was thinking, you guys need to fix that if you want to go anywhere.
bro. They gave up more than 500 total yards. Russ had 450 passing yards
Exactly.
himself. That is, yeah.
But then you have to sit there and go,
But the Giants gave up yards as well.
this is
So
there. That's what I was going to say. And the Giants are meant to be we touted them to be one of the top defenses in the league before the season started.
mm,
And I feel like they're good at getting pressure towards the quarterback, but I just don't feel like when they get there, they sack him.
yeah, because in the first half they were actually getting towards Dak, not to
Mm.
Dak. They were getting towards Dak.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then first half, Giants kept it. If I'm not mistaken, the score.
There was
Yeah, it
41 points
was.
in the last quarter, so the score was low until
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. So Giants were up 13-10 at halftime.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then it
It was
just went.
basically the same score as Eagles Chiefs, which was 10-10. But yeah.
Mhm. It just exploded.
Yeah.
But it was just sitting there thinking to myself, I'm watching them get a lot of pressure towards, as you said, towards Dak, but they're not actually taking him down. It's like sometimes they're even next to him, and I'm like, go on, hit him.
Yeah.
And Dak's still holding on to the ball, and they're not. So I was just like, I understand, and I know you're a good defense, but you need to really show me because giving up near enough 40 points, I can't say you're a good defense.
Mm,
Do you get what I mean?
hmm.
But you know, big up Dak, big up the Cowboys for actually getting the win at the end of the day.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, if the Cowboys had a very good pass rusher, maybe Russell Wilson wouldn't have had 450 yards. But hey,
hey,
stop the run,
yeah, stop the run, stop the run, but give up the pass now. That's.
bro. But no, it was a big win for the Cowboys, to be fair.
Mm.
So yeah, Giants coach Brian Daboll, he might be on a hot seat. It might be a bit peak.
Do you think they should? This is a mad question that coming off the game that Russ has come off. But do you think they should make the switch? Because everyone was talking about, they should make the switch to Jackson Dart. But my thing is, after a game like that, you can't. But do you think they should anyway? Just because he did make the mistakes in the overtime to kind of cost them the game, as well as bringing them and making them be in the game.
Because he had, in normal time, he had 3 TDs, over 400 yards. He was going to be the player of the week.
He was going to be.
He was good. Even though Goff had like five touchdowns, like the way Russ played, those moon balls, it's like. And it's crazy because even earlier today, I think I tweeted a couple hours ago, the Athletic put out an article on Russ this morning also, or earlier in the day, just like for people to remember how good he actually was, and these previous like last 4 seasons, etc., is not the real Russ and stuff. And I was like, when I was seeing the big throws, the yardage, I was like, let Russ cook. And then yeah, I think. Do you know what? Yeah, I think just he should. He's earned the right to play like next week. Do you know what I mean?
I'd say so as well. It's just because they're kind of drip feeding Jackson Dart in there. They're taking Russ out for a play just so they
I
can
saw that.
run like a running play basically. But
Mm,
when they do that, you're almost telling the defense, okay, Jackson Dart's in. We're now doing this.
yeah,
Do you get what I mean? So sometimes I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Because Russ today was running with the ball as well. He was old. It was Russ of old. But
yeah.
I just don't know if they're gonna. If my thing is, it's similar with the Cleveland Browns. You're a bad team, so are you gonna stick with someone
I
you're not
mean,
gonna go forward
Dave
with?
Flacco can go now. Like,
He should have gone yesterday because after what
yeah.
happened today.
The worst thing, yeah, week one, Flacco, the turnovers, I won't fully put them on him because they were actually deflected turnovers and like, but because it's him, he didn't really get that much defense from the media. They were just saying typical Joe Flacco. Whereas today, it's like broski, yeah, yeah, just bring in Dylan Gabriel, bruv. Like,
Yeah,
and I felt sorry for the Browns because they actually got to Lamar.
Bear.
They got to Lamar. Like, I
hmm
not feel sorry for the Browns. I feel sorry for their defense. Sorry, I should say. Because their
hmm
defense, obviously, they gave up, 41 plus points today, but it's not their fault, bruv.
No, it's not. It's not. It's really not. They did all they could do, but then their offense put them in shoddy spots, consistently turning the ball over, block punts.
uh,
I was just like, bro.
like, everything that could go wrong goes wrong for a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
They showed it last week. They showed it again today. Like, last week, they should have won. Today, they shouldn't have won, but they shouldn't have been disgraced the way they were.
Yeah, no. Because Joe Flacco was even the touchdown they threw should have been a pick.
Yeah.
That's when I was watching. I was like, bro, and I was watching him move around. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Time for Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders.
But
Just
at that point, they made it, 2010. So you
yes,
think, oh, yeah. it could be if they keep it tight. We know the Ravens give up leads in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can do something again. And then yeah, Lamar just went Lamar. Credit to
Yeah.
him in it. So
But they still had. But at that point, I would have made the switch. At that point, I would have said, okay, Dylan Gabriel, you're now in the game.
hmm,
Because we just for full on, you know that Joe Flacco's not going to go anywhere. He's not mobile. So you play defense a certain type of way.
hmm,
At least if Dylan Gabriel's in there, no one's really done no scouting report on him. You get what I mean? Okay, cool. But he can move. He's small,
yeah,
but he can move around. He likes to get the ball out quickly. You can see like Jerry Judy and the receivers. They're sitting there like, bro, are we even gonna get the ball?
yeah.
So Joe Flacco he looks like he's enjoying himself, but
Yeah,
they
he's
got.
probably thinking, "Oh, rah, I'm a starter." Say nothing. So yeah, I don't know. The Browns, they need to do something soon just to keep others somewhat excited enough or happy enough.
But what do they do?
Oh,
Because
in terms of changing quarterback.
I think because starting week 3, Dylan Gabriel's a starter. I think anyway. If I'm them, because we're not winning games anyway, our
Yeah.
defense can keep us in games long enough. We actually don't have a bad receiving core. We just don't have a quarterback to get them the ball. Our running backs, new rookie, he's okay. Judkins, his name.
Mm.
Like he looked okay today.
So they got the Packers next week.
It's going to be a long day anyway. If it's Joe Flacco, he's going to get hurt.
I mean, we've seen how the Packers, like Mike is helping the other D line men get sacks. So yeah,
If I'm them, I'm bringing in Dylan Gabriel because what's to lose?
yeah. And
There's
then
nothing to lose.
if he should time.
Exactly. And if Shador
So
don't work out, then you brought in another guy from somewhere else from the practice squad. He's in next, bro. You're just gonna keep rotating. You guys, this is the
and you
Cleveland
just get
Browns.
ready to draft a quarterback next year.
Exactly. Even though Archie Man is meant to be the next big thing, he ain't looking great. But hey,
Yeah.
that's the story for another day, and it that's
Right.
everyone's
Yeah.
generational.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. But if we stay in the AFC North, the Bengals somehow got the win over the Jaguars. But
Yeah.
the story of the day is Joe Burrow.
Toe injury, right?
Yes, turf toe, and they said ligaments, and he could be gone for a while.
He got helped off as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, that's another thing. They try to, I say, last couple of years, kind of say Lamar's injury prone, but Joe Burrow is more injury prone because his injuries are quite serious
Yep.
when he gets them. Whereas like
Long
Lamar
term.
will miss games here and there. Burrow gets ruled out for the season, and as much as I don't like the Bengals, I like when the best players are playing. I think we all do. Like Burrow is probably just the natural best pocket passer. So, and then you've got weapons in Chase and Higgins. Like they showed it, but even when Browning was slinging that ball, bruv,
He
and them
was.
man just put up yards, even though he put up bad turnovers as well. But yeah, I think you're right. He's gonna be out for a while, man, and it's just a shame. And I just don't want this to be an accumulation where, with I say great players, but with players in general, when you just say, oh yeah, they'll play for like 10, 15 years. But then when they get serious injury after serious injury, they only play for 7, 8 years.
Yes.
Like, and you don't want that with Burrow. Not to say it's going to go down that route, but you just hope this toe injury is not serious, but it looks like it might be. So
Yeah, he's like it looks like he's taking like the Andrew Luck kind of path
mm,
in terms of not a great O line. Like
uh,
that's also what it is. He's getting killed every week because he's having to run around every week because his O line can't protect him. But
didn't Miles Garrett have 3 sacks on him last week?
yeah. And some of them and some of the hits I saw him taking that he just got
Some
the
of the
ball.
Yeah, they were assault.
Bro,
They were legal assault. Actually.
yeah, but my thing is like protect the main man. You pay him 55, 60 million and you don't have the people around around him that can protect him. Like, what are you trying to do here? And now when he's gone, you got Browning to come in. And we understand you've got this great receiving core, but really and truly, are you going to trust in Browning for the next 4 games,
Yeah.
4 to 6 games, and think, okay, cool, we're going to win? You already don't trust your head coach. You don't trust your defense.
Yeah.
You had a quarterback who's now down. So now you're down one of the one of the 4 best players in the NFL more time.
Yeah.
What do you do now?
I mean, the worst thing, I say worst thing, they're gonna stay in games because of Chase and Higgins. They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be in games, and if Browning throws the ball, but as you saw, he had 2 touchdowns today, but he had 3 interceptions.
Yeah, I thought, yeah. Well, 3 touchdowns, including the rushing one.
Oh yeah, yeah, sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
that as well. Yeah, I was just talking that from the part, but he had
yeah,
3 interceptions. I was
yeah.
like, I even forgot he had 3. I was like, broski, where did the third one come from?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then I remembered, I was like, oh shit. But again, both Chaser and Higgins made plays, and then they
Yeah.
won the game. The Jags, they lost the game themselves.
And I think that when I was watching, there was a lot of there was more than miscues. I feel like the coach wanted to do something and Trevor Lawrence wanted to
Yeah,
do something else. Um, when they kept on going for it, when I was like, bro, you're 4th down, you keep going for it. Just kick the field goal at this point. It's not working.
yeah.
If you can't score on the Bengals defense, kick the field goal.
And the thing, they were moving the ball for easy. I say easy, but they were moving the ball nicely on the Bengals defense throughout
Mm-hmm.
most of the game. First half, especially. Trevor throws the end zone interception,
Yeah.
but then they still are in control of the game and everything. And I'm like, all right, cool, they're gonna win this game. And then
Mm-hmm.
the Bengals just pulled it out of the bag. Kind of similar to the Browns game where the Browns shot themselves in the foot. I felt like the Jags did as well.
I'd
And
agree.
it's like some of these teams just make silly plays or constantly do it. Like, whereas like in the Chiefs Eagles game, it was that one turnover that killed the Chiefs. That was
Mm.
decisive, but it wasn't a silly play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just an error and then a great defensive play as well. Whereas like these other teams, these bad teams or mid level teams, it's like broski. Like your quarterback is losing you the game, or you're
Mm-hmm.
making plays that are just losing you the game, and it's yeah,
Or even the fact that the receivers are just dropping the ball.
yeah,
I'm like thinking to myself, you're wide open in the end zone. It's in your hands. You're dropping the ball, and you're thinking to
mm,
yourself, you guys are trying to lose this. You're not trying to win this game. And the defense, the defensive pass interference that got called in Travis Hunter, I don't think it is pass interference, but
mm,
at this point, I don't know what PI is in the NFL because they call anything that they want to call when they feel like calling it,
yeah.
just depending on who you're up against or
That's a you win some, you lose some.
yeah. But even
That,
even today, like there was a lot of offensive PIs,
mm,
and I was like, for what exactly?
yeah. But I feel like on the wide receiver points, just overall in the league, they kind of brought back some dignity because week one, the wide receivers, arguably across the league, were
Terrible.
so below par.
Hmm.
They were poor. Whereas today, we saw some fantastic snags, some
Mm,
fantastic plays, like AJ Brown's snag when
the
he was
one-handed
falling
one.
down. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think Puka did one, if I'm not mistaken, or was it Puka? Someone did one in another game, and I remember tweeting it at the time. It might have been Puka. And it's just like couple wide receivers just made plays. No, there was someone on the touchline running down the touchline for Rams. He's not one of their premier names, and he made a massive big catch. And
mm,
it's just like, but yeah, like they brought back some dignity again. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. See Hopkins make 2 today as well.
DeAndre's been saying they said I was washed.
Mm, it's his motivation.
Yeah,
It's
they
his
said I
motivation
was
he's
washed.
using. Yeah.
So yeah,
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. But if we're moving on to the Colts, because the Colts, I don't know what's in the water down in Indianapolis. My good
I
friend
mean,
Reese has been telling me I've moved here. We got to the Super Bowl. We're gonna get to the Super Bowl, and
I
because we got to
literally
the
saw
NBA
his story.
Finals.
Saw his story just before we started recording. Saying it's. I'm not saying it's a coincidence. I was like, do you know what? I take the Pacers in the final.
Hmm.
I take the glory, bruv. And do you know what? That lifted my mood when I saw that field goal going because obviously the Broncos are in the Chiefs division.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, cool. We could do something there, but the Colts, boy, fair play to them, man. Absolute fair play to them.
Mm.
They just, and it was so weird because the commentators even said it. Like they were saying, Pat Satan hardly gets targeted, and the Colts, even though they didn't do damage to him, they kept on just going his way.
Mm.
And I was like, all right. Look, Daniel Jones, another 316 yards. Jonathan
Boy,
Taylor, 165 yards rushing the ball. Just like,
they got something
boy,
good down there right now.
yeah, nearly 500 yards from them. Um, but that looked like, well, I say looked like that was a good game because that was on,
Same
even though
time.
you can see on Red Zone, but it was on another Sky Sports channel as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
So you could watch a bit of that game as well, like properly, and it's like, okay, the Broncos were mostly in control throughout of it, but the Colts they got playmakers.
They
Like
do.
their defense is always generally good. In fact, both teams they're one of the better defenses in the AFC. But they just both went for it, and you get me. You can't. It was a good game,
Yeah,
and it's a very good win for Indy. So.
yeah,
They
they're doing their
they
thing.
could do something in their division.
They could win it. I was actually sitting there thinking there's a high possibility they could win a division
Mm,
because I don't know. I- Looking at the teams that are in a division of seeing and thinking about it now, I was like, do I see anyone really, really after seeing them in week one anyway? To now
yeah,
seeing them in week two, I'm like, do I see anyone that's better than the Colts right now in their division? Not really.
yeah,
So
yeah. Because we don't know what the Texans are gonna do.
this is the thing.
Like
Like week one, did they look great? No. CJ Stroud's looking
it
So
might be
it's
more than a sophomore slump with CJ. Like this is a prove it year for him.
exactly because he wants to be paid.
Yeah,
So they're gonna probably think of it, and they're probably thinking, okay, cool, we'll pay you this year or next year because obviously we want to be able to sign players in the future.
yeah,
So he needs to really get back to what he was year one, because even last year he had the receivers. I know there was a lot of injuries, but this year it's like you got to show me better than what you showed me last week. Basically, I know they're
yeah.
playing. I know they're playing tomorrow night, so but you got to show me better than what you showed me last year. Going back to the Colts quickly, do you think they are fully done with Anthony Richardson?
I mean, with the way Daniel Jones is playing, he could get if he just continues on this form, then yes, because he will then get Baker like first contract or a Sam Darnold contract. Do you know what I mean? That
Elsewhere
just it.
though, or do you think they'll do like? Do you think like
And
the Vikings did? They'll move him elsewhere and go, okay, Anthony Richardson has watched you, and we're gonna trust
nah,
in him. No, because I know
I
they've
think
seen him.
yeah, I think they will keep Daniel Jones because they don't have to pay him mad.
No, they could
Like
pay him a 20 mil a year.
they'll go up to like say 30, 35, even with the cap going up, maybe even 40.
Mm.
That's how bad it is. But they don't have to give him like a long term contract in that sense. If they can control, which they've done the first two games, what is it? 4 touchdowns, no turnovers from
Yep.
him. Like I think if you add up together, nearly 600 yards both. Daniel Jones, mate. Like
He's in MVP form right now.
yeah, hey, literally, he's doing the Sam Donald right now.
Yeah, he is. So you think they'll move on from Anthony Richardson or just like okay, hypothetically, let's say the Colts carry on doing what they're doing. Yeah.
Mm,
They end up, let's say, 13-4 and win their division. Highly
mm.
unlikely 13-4, but I'm just saying 13-4 and win their division. Yeah.
I mean,
They
I'm
have the
looking at their
same fate.
fixtures.
They have the same fate that the Vikings suffered last year. They go out first round in the playoffs. Yeah.
Mm.
You say they pay Daniel Jones. Do they trade Anthony Richardson then? Or do they keep him? And for what reason?
I was gonna say they'll trade him because they probably feel like they can get some form of maybe a third, fourth round pick. Who knows for
Mm.
him? But then the flip side, I think they'll trade him if they pay Daniel Jones. The only reason why I don't think they will is because of how young Anthony Richardson is.
For development purposes.
Yeah, like if they're patient within themselves, saying we took him so early, knowing it could have been this way, so we've got to ride it out even more. Then maybe that, but I actually think if they pay Daniel Jones, I think they're gonna
Cut ties.
yeah.
I'm just I'm with you. I just don't feel like Anthony Richardson will find another home. I can't see where around the league
Mm.
he'd slot in. Do you get what I mean? Even as a backup role. I'm
I think
looking,
I think he'll go to one of those teams that like to do run plays.
but so I'm thinking of them. The Ravens, they won't bother.
Yeah,
The Arizona Cardinals, mm,
maybe,
maybe.
especially because Kyler does get injured here and there.
Mm,
So maybe,
the Eagles, nah.
nah, but they can.
Yeah, this is the thing. I'm thinking like the run heavy teams,
Yeah,
like running quarterbacks. And after that, I could see him maybe going to San Francisco because they always like to try and
I was
trade
go-
for.
I was just about to say the 49ers.
Yeah, they
Like,
always like to go for a young quarterback that's been in the draft because. And you know what I could see is Jerry Jones just saying, you know what?
I was thinking that as well because he done Trey Lance. But
Yeah. So, but other than that, I'm just like I don't see where he goes.
mm,
And I want him to be successful because I didn't
yeah,
think, me personally, I didn't think Daniel Jones would be doing this. So I'm thinking they're going to be rotating them in and out by game 3, game 4. But at this point, Daniel Jones is about to be the starter unless they become 2 and 4 by week 6, then, maybe things will change then. But right
yeah.
now,
Well, I mean, I'm looking at their schedule. Richardson's only 23, by the way. But next, the Colts, they have divisional game Titans.
should
will
win
be
that.
favorites. Then they go to the Rams. They can win that.
Yeah, they can. They can.
Then they're home to the Raiders, home to the Cardinals,
They
away
might
to the
be.
Ch- away to the Chargers,
That might be their first loss of the season.
and even then, that there might be because that's the same surface as theirs, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Um, then home to the Titans, away to the Steelers, home to the Falcons, away to the Chiefs. It's them a couple years ago that they were our bogey nonsense team.
Mm.
But it's like you saying 13-4,
It might now be true.
it's pretty. They right now with their 2-0 start and looking at their schedule and how hard they are to beat, I'm gonna be nice and say minimum they should get 10 wins.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I can see it.
Because I did not see their schedule beforehand.
I can
And
see it.
we,
But
we just
obviously,
we just picked the Colts last or around last because we just
Daniel Jones.
regardless of who was the star.
Yeah, we said Daniel Jones, Andy Richardson. They're not
Yeah.
great. So no,
But
that's interesting.
they're doing I mean, we've mentioned them, Sam Donald. Boy, Seahawks. That's a
Yes,
big win in Pittsburgh, bruv. And it was quite convincing, to be fair.
it was big mistake from what the Steelers' young running back on the
The touch
kickoff
kick up,
return.
yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
like broski. But once it touched him, he couldn't do nothing about it.
No, he just had to hope it ran out the back of the end zone, but it had to be
Yeah,
someone else.
someone else to have to from his team to have to touch it, but he
Hmm.
gave the impression that he probably didn't tell the rest. He'd be like, "Yo, I touch it," but obviously at
Yeah.
that point, the Seahawks, yeah, they were on it, and credit to them, they capitalized on mistakes. Even though Donald had turnovers himself, I think he had 2 picks.
Yes.
Like they just played big, bruv, and
Mhm.
surprisingly, well for me, dominated that Steelers defense that I thought could become better or go back to their norm, innit? To their usual self. So it looks like they're still figuring things out on defense, but that's probably a game that the Steelers will be pissed that they lost. And it's
Yeah.
weird because now they've got a good quarterback on paper or in terms of names, but this is the Steelers for the last couple of years where they'll shock or they'll beat the good teams, but they'll lose to the bad teams.
Mhm. Yeah,
I'll say bad teams, but we don't know what the Seahawks would be like, but they were the favourites. So
yeah. It was interesting when I was watching it. I was like, okay, cool. I was nearly back on my Seahawks train, but I'm still off it because I can't trust it. But I enjoyed watching what they did. Obviously, JSN was good today. Cooper Cup got
yeah.
some relative good production. Sam Darnold himself, he was rolling out the pocket. He was actually doing things. I was like, okay, cool. I'm seeing you.
Mm,
Um, but one thing I do want to big up is Jalen Ramsey because he has started this season on fire.
told you, I believe. I told you that pivot interview. I believe, bro.
Yeah, he has started this season on fire. I gotta give it to him. Like all the big plays that are being made on defense, it's Jalen Ramsey. If that's a pick, because he got a pick early, he had the same kind of tackle we had last week when he ended the game
Uh,
against the Jets. He
yeah,
even
because
blocked.
he picked in the first quarter, was it? Or
Yeah,
yeah,
he even got a block on the field goal attempt.
yeah,
So, like Jalen Ramsey's really, I feel like he's really coming back into his own. He's never not been him, but I
yeah.
feel like everyone like, okay, cool, you've been bounced around, Miami,
He's proven
LA.
his work like again.
Yeah.
But for the Steelers to give up 31 points back to back games against offenses that are not,
This is it. This is
it's
it.
slightly concerning. But then again, sometimes when you play these teams that have less of an expectation, that's when their offenses just play. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like next week it'll be a game I'm not gonna overlook going back to the Chiefs versus Giants because Ross can just moonball us and then it's
And
peak.
boom. Yeah, you want to get
Do you know what I
confidence.
mean? So that's how I see. Like again, the Jets they had some form of Justin Fields. I need to play my life. Steelers they and I was like, all right, Steelers defense, you're getting things together. But then again today, like obviously the touch return
Mm.
minus that, so technically 24 points for their defense. But you wouldn't have, not you wouldn't have expected it, but you would have thought it would have been a much closer game in scoreline, and if it was gonna go down a high score, basically like their Jets game.
Yes. Yes. Just interesting. Just interesting. And that's the problem, though. Remember last week when we were talking about defenses? I don't think you could be classed as a good defense or you can hang your hat as we're a defensive team if you're going to continue to give up 31 points.
Yeah,
Do you get what I mean? Like, and it's as you said, to quarterbacks who we don't really believe in. To teams where we're like, they're not known as a high powered offense, so you
I
shouldn't
mean,
be giving
you
up.
for some reason you had some belief in the Steelers, so
In the Seahawks,
I mean the Seahawks. Sorry, so don't
yeah, do you know what?
downplay it.
It was Sam Darnold's last year mixed in with I see them signing Cooper Cup. I like JSN.
Yeah, I like
Um,
JSN a lot.
I just feel like, and I like the fan base.
Yeah, partly because JSN Sierra Leonean, but yeah,
Well, you got to big up the country, man.
get me.
Yeah, so
But yeah, Donald had 295 yards, so boy,
yeah,
fair.
so he's always going to be turnover prone to an extent. So you're never gonna you get what you get from him.
And Kenneth Walker, 13 carries for 105 yards, so
Hmm.
eight yards a pop. Boy, that is good, bro.
But this is the thing: the Steelers ain't stopping nothing. No run,
Yeah,
no pass. What are you
yeah,
doing out there?
yeah, yeah. Because last week the Jets had a very good run game on them, so
Exactly.
it's like, and the thing with the Steelers, yeah, the only reason why I think they'll come good is because of their experience. But then the flip side to it is their defense is probably quite old on paper.
Yes, but not even on paper. It's old.
Yeah, yeah. Because obviously you got the back end of Ramsey, Slay, but then D line,
Peppers
what's
is
been
there
in the
now.
league? Huh?
Peppers as well now.
Yeah, I think Peppers is mid late 20s though.
Oh
But
yeah, but NFL years, get
yeah,
old.
you got what on the NFL years? You've got what's
Haywood.
Haywood? Yeah,
Just old in
like
general.
so. It's a bit of a sticky one still.
Mm. Then you got the
Then
old quarterback.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Well, yeah.
so, and DK's what 30s?
No, ooh, it feels like he's been in the league forever. Actually, let me see.
Yeah, because I don't know
DK's
how.
27. He's
Oh, okay,
28 in December.
okay.
'Cause I was thinking, yeah, this was when he got paid anyway. It was more of a big thing, but yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, we'll see with the Steelers. We can't doubt them because of it's their heritage to
Yes. Yeah, Mike
to
Tomlin's
make,
still their coach.
yeah,
So I feel like, at the end of the day, we'll be seeing a winning season from them,
yeah,
regardless of what they're producing right now.
yeah. No, facts. Um, the Dolphins Patriots.
Oh my goodness.
Uh, Someone said to me on Twitter midweek, they were like, I don't know what Jacob has said picking the Dolphins. I said, don't worry, he regretted it straight away after game one. I was like,
Bro, I was sitting there watching that game today, yeah, in the hope that the Dolphins did me something.
mm,
Bro, you know what did me? Two is bad, by the way. Two is just bad. I've come to the conclusion he's just very, very bad. But it was a lack of tackling ability in this game that was killing me the most.
mm. Up slightly from both teams,
Yes, in all round. I was like, bro,
which is a
what is
surprise for the
going on?
Patriots, but
I was like, what is going on? Like, I was watching the game. It was the punt return touchdown to the
back
instant.
back to back.
Yes, to the instant kickoff return touchdown. At that point, I just put my head down and said, "There's no hope."
I said this only happens when the teams ain't that good.
Terrible,
Like
terrible.
someone can make their name when teams aren't that good. It's like,
100%. And then Tua's out there playing like a two-pack of ass. I don't know what he's on, bro. He's out there literally just running around. And you know what's annoying? I know we don't want to run the ball, yeah, but he'll basically have a free lane to run the ball, and he'll throw the pass to someone that's behind him near enough. And you're looking at it like, bro, what are you doing?
his interceptions were so bad.
The last one, he just threw it directly. I said, brother, it is 4th and 5, or whatever
Yeah,
it is. If you don't see someone wide open, just run
yeah.
and slide,
I'm
because
just
everyone
talking
understands you
about,
have these concussions, and no one's going for hard.
yeah, his interceptions throughout the season, just the totality of them, they're just like, bro, yeah.
Bro,
But
Miami got to blow it up. It's game
yeah, yeah,
2.
gotta rip it up. Tyreek, come back home, bruv.
Yeah, Tyreek got to go. A-Chan got to go. Waddle,
Yeah,
go somewhere.
I'll take Achan. I'll definitely take
Yeah, you
Achan.
man you need someone like that.
We need a run
Waddle
game,
needs
bruv.
to go. Like, I don't know what is going on. I don't know how you go from. In fact, I do, but I don't at the same time go from.
I mean, 2 years ago they should have won the division when they
Exactly
messed up towards the end of the season when they had it, and
in
then
their
they let the
in their
Bills.
hands.
Yeah, and then
Two
just
years
from
ago, Tua
them
was an MVP. In MVP
candidate,
voting.
yeah,
Yeah.
just from them not finishing the season strong, the Bills took the 1 seed from them in their division, and they end up going to Arrowhead in the cold, and it's not been the
hmm
same for them since.
Ever since, nope. And they just have so
Yeah,
many off-field madnesses. Like, there's so much going on that's not football related in that organization. It's madness. Then your
Mi-
quarterback,
Miami, innit?
yeah, you know what? I don't blame him. I'll be honest.
Mate, even on the pivot, Jalen Ramsey said it's not that he did. I'm paraphrasing, but he kind of said he moved there for the wrong reasons. More of a like, but on the flip side, it was more to give his kids and his family a better side of living as well.
Of course.
Like live in Miami, but he also said something about living there for like the wrong reasons. I don't know if he was talking about lifestyle or just like business point of view and stuff like that, but yeah.
Mm. Yeah, but
Or
you
maybe his wrong reasons weren't the
football
fact that it
related.
wasn't a footballing reason. So
Yeah, probably wasn't. Probably wasn't
yeah,
because it seemed like everyone ain't moving there for no footballing reason because no football was being played down there.
boy.
Well, I
I
thought
mean,
the
was it
Patriots were
2 years
good.
ago the Dolphins put up 70 on the Broncos, and
Yeah.
then now look at them. If they're to play now, you'd be scared for the Dolphins' life, mate.
Joe, when I was watching, it was what Tyreek is wide open. Yeah. He's wide open in the middle of the field. And Tua sails the ball, sails the ball over his head. I'm looking, thinking, sure, okay, there must be someone there. The ball hits the ground. I go, okay, I'm done. I'm, I'm done now. I'm done now. Blow this up. Two, I don't want to hear your voice anymore. Yeah, take the rest of your money.
Bro, his press conferences recently, he's been talking like all
He's
crazy.
someone.
Yeah, I'm like, broski, you need to.
This is the thing. This is my problem. You're talking, but you're not producing.
Yeah, it's mad still.
I'm hearing you're having players crisis meeting week 1.
Yeah.
Come on now, man. Come on now. It is. Yeah. Miami, I had them to make the playoffs. Don't worry about that.
I mean, if McDaniel wants to, when he gets to become an OC again, which is very likely, I mean, the Chiefs were lacking someone since enemy. We're lacking some youth and creativity in our offensive play. So
Yeah, he'd work well there.
come through, mate. Patrick he'll open you with open arms, and then and then bring Tyreek Hill on the way. Maybe Achan. I mean, 'cause they
Basically,
got
just leave
they
two of
got
there.
yeah. If they lose next week, just completely, effectively blow it up. Like
Bro, this week was the must win. Next week is not even. Who they got next week?
shit, yeah. Thursday night game against the Bills
All the best. Or
in
where is it? In
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. 45 game put up.
yeah, yeah.
45
It's
game
the
put up.
Thursday night game. Yeah, yeah.
They're done.
Just and who they got after that? Let me see. Even though it wouldn't matter, I'm just trying to see who the new head coach will have. The Jets at home, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, you actually said the next game, Bills Jets, was today. It wasn't really much of a game, was it? To be
Nah.
fair, you kind of had the inevitable. I thought the Jets would do something because of last week's performance, but they just showed who they are.
Just reverted back to norm.
Yeah, Justin Fields wasn't great at all. Josh Allen weren't even great, but he didn't have to be great. He
Yeah,
just
he
said,
didn't
"Okay,
have
cool.
to.
Let me just hand the ball off." James Cook.
Yeah, Allen had 148 yards.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically those games last season where he was, they'd blow out teams and he didn't have to do much.
Nothing at all.
He ran for 59 yards, fair play, but it's like, and that was one of them was just one big run, but
Mm-hmm.
came out the game, busted nose, come back in.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah,
When I saw Mitchell Trubisky throw the ball downfield, I said, "Yeah, the Jets are done, man."
yeah.
That's what when the backup comes in and is looking good. I said, "Yeah, Jets, don't worry about it."
Let's call it a day, mates.
Yeah, I don't get that though. That's the one thing that annoys me about the NFL. Like, I even heard Tom Brady say it today. It's a week to week league, but I was like, I just don't understand how you can start the season how you started last week
Mm.
with all this firepower and will and drive, and then we get to this week and I'm just seeing nothing.
But again, it just shows like sometimes people just the chains are off, and then when they revert back to normal, it's not a chains are off thing for them. So
Yeah,
and how much they also somewhat listen to coaching. Sometimes when the chains are off, they might not listen to coaching.
no, it's true. It's true. And they're playing off the cuff, and that's probably when they're the best. Them,
Yeah.
but when they're playing in their confined space of the system,
Yeah,
they
the
don't.
the Lions, they bounce back and absolutely
Oh,
demolished the Bears.
God.
But the Lions had like one or two games like that last year where they just went crazy on teams, and again today in a divisional game, it's like raw.
I think we're gonna have to start with a dialogue about Caleb though.
Yeah, it's getting a bit peak still.
Yeah, because some of the things he throws a beautiful ball. Like, I'm not gonna say like he throws a beautiful pass, but some of the decisions he makes, are so mind-boggling. I'm like, bro, he rolls out the pocket. Sometimes he escapes a sack, and then he rolls to the right. There's not a throw on. Just throw the ball away or run
Yeah.
5 yards and slide. He tries to be a hero and throws interceptions. And I'm
Yeah,
like, bro, do you not understand how much you're damaging your team?
it's
Like,
getting peak.
you're putting your team in a situation they didn't need to be in. I keep watching. I'm like, bro, you were the number one pick. Everyone's telling me you're generational. Right now, I'm seeing Bo Nix. Right now, I'm seeing Jaden Daniels. I'm seeing JJ McCarthy, only one appearance, but I'm seeing they're all looking
Even
Drake
the
May.
Drake, that's the
Yeah,
name you took out my mouth,
they're
bro.
all looking better than you were looking, and you can't say you don't have weapons around you. I understand that you've had three different head coaches, which isn't sustainable for anyone, but you've got an offensive genius now, and you're still making the same mistakes.
Mm, you got good receivers. Yes, it's peak still. It might be peak for Chicago,
This is the
and I think
thing.
that's why we picked them bottom of our. Obviously that division's tough anyway, but it was more so it's like we want Chicago to do well, but they have to prove it to us.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, don't know how they 52-21 is not good.
Bro. Not after you've thrown away your lead on. You threw away a game on Monday night,
Yeah.
and now,
Yes.
do you get what I mean? You should have won on Monday
Yeah.
night. Threw away a game, and now this. Like, it can't be. And you can always pin something back on Caleb. Like, there's never a clean game. Like, just give me a game
Yeah.
where, like, I don't have to give you some blame. Be the.
Yeah.
You know when they always used to say, they say in football, don't be the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's becoming like that.
Mm.
But the Bears all round, they're cause for concern. So, oh,
Yeah. Your camera dropped out, you know.
yeah, it says waiting for connection for some reason.
Okay.
Can you hear me though?
I can hear you. I can hear you fine, but your camera just
No.
dropped out.
Oh. Please make sure blah 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 is running. It's weird because let me. But yeah, anyway, on the Bears, only God knows, mate.
Mm. And then obviously the final game that we haven't spoken about in the early window, because obviously the other games are probably happening while we're speaking.
Yes.
The Arizona Cardinals versus my Carolina Panthers. Yeah.
Boy, the Cardinals tried to lose that game at the end though.
They did. They did. That's when I was sitting there hopeful. You know, I was
Yeah.
doing my one fist pump, my small fist pump. I said, come on. But we just man, we're just
I mean, Bryce is starting to look dark as well for him, man.
yeah, this is the thing, man.
That's the last two number one picks, bro. Starting to look dark for them.
And the problem is the number two picks have been sensational. Do you get what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, Stroud's first year,
Yeah, but Stroud's first year has been better than any year that I've seen from Bryce Young.
right? Yeah, easily.
Stroud's first year has been better than anything I've seen from Caleb Williams.
Yeah, easily.
So and so is
It's,
Jaden Daniels.
it's not looking good. It is not looking good for the Panthers.
No.
Even though credit to them for trying to come back, but
The slow starts
well, it's
though.
not looking good for Bryce, mate.
It's a slow starts. It's like almost it was like two steps forward at the end of the last season. And it's like we've taken 10 steps back. I feel like the Adam Thielen trade, as much as I liked it when it happened, I was like, okay, cool, there's a reason why we're doing it.
Yeah,
I feel like we kind of need him. That veteran experience in
yeah.
the locker room helps.
Is it McMillan, the wide receiver?
Yes.
He's good still. He's very good.
Yeah. That's the thing. We do have good young players. I don't know
Yeah,
about Xavier Leggett, though. I'll be honest. I'll be
he's
honest.
meant to be good.
This is the problem. I don't have the NFL don't have time for meant to be. As a Carolina Panthers fan, we don't have time. Well, we actually do because we ain't going nowhere. But yeah, like I don't personally have time for you're meant to be good. I need you to be good.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with them, it's not slow starts, it's bad starts because it's a strip sack fumble
Mm-hmm.
for a touchdown, and then you're throwing picks like straight after, and just like, it's like, brother.
That's the thing. We're giving up points while being on offense,
Yeah,
and then our defense is coming on the field, and we know our defense is bad anyway.
yeah,
Like our defense can't catch a cold. Like, come on, man. Let's be honest. Our defense is
yeah, but
terrible.
the offense is not helping them in the slightest.
This is the thing. As an offense and as Bryce Young, you know this. Just don't put the team in tough spots. Okay, cool. make the play when we can make the play. If we can't make the play,
Yeah.
throw the ball away. We'll punt it down the field. We'll try at least let their field position start down there. When we're
Yeah.
letting the field position start here, we already know what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. We were slightly optimistic for the Panthers, even more so than me and Dej, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know for them, mate. I really don't know.
Yeah.
It's not looking good at all.
Nah, but another year as a Panthers fan, you get used to it.
Mm,
You get used to it.
I hear it. Because who have you Panthers got next? I see the Falcons on your schedule next. Games in
Not,
Carolina. That's a divisional game, ain't it?
yeah, don't mean a damn thing though.
It could always be tricky.
It could be, but we can't stop anyone.
Yeah.
They've got weapons out there. Drake London, they got Bijan Roberts. That Bijan Robertson, Michael Penix Jr. is playing well. So
Yeah.
like we can't. I'll be honest. I know where we stand in what's going on this year. I don't even know
Yeah.
what it is though. It's not being touted as a rebuild, a build. Do you get what I mean though?
You said a build.
We kind of don't know what. As a Panthers fan, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, neither do I, to be
Is Bryce
honest.
Young our quarterback, or are we gonna bench him again? Did you get what I mean?
I think surely today was the shortest quarterback matchup. They're both 5'10", supposedly.
Yeah,
Him and
battle of
Kyler
small
Murray.
men, innit?
Yeah.
I don't really think
So,
Kyler Murray's 5'10" though,
yeah. Just.
and Bryce Young might not be that either. But hey,
Yeah. But
yeah,
anyway, should we wrap this up, brother?
yes.
Got my batteries low. And the charger is.
Yes, nah, definitely wrap it up.
But yeah, maybe we need to do this more often.
Yeah,
If I'm not working, but I actually didn't mind this straight after
yeah.
the game Sunday night.
I think it makes more sense just because
Yeah.
you have instant reaction. Your
I mean,
thoughts
if
are
we
fresh.
want to compete with the lads of first things first, first take, we're coming for you, mates.
Mm,
Get me. Look, nightcap. We're nightcapping right now.
right now we are because they're really not night capping. They're doing it at like 9 p.m., bro. If it was at
Yeah,
9 p.m.,
bro.
we'd be on.
Yeah,
This is
broski. Hey, Shannon,
1:53.
Ocho, it's nearly 2 a.m., you know.
Mm-hmm.
Look what I'm doing. I have to be up in like 5, 6 hours.
Yeah, same.
Trust. Oh shit! But it was a good round of games, though. Good round of
Mm,
games. Annoying for my team in particular, but we moved. We got to bounce back.
yeah, definitely. We obviously got we got 2 Monday Night Football games, and we got the Vikings versus who are the Vikings playing right now?
Falcons.
Yeah, so the Vikings playing the Falcons right now, and
Falcons
then
are 6-0 up.
okay, nice.
2 field goals.
Mm-hmm. And then we got the Monday night games tomorrow, which we won't be doing this
Yeah,
after that.
it's
We'll be doing this
Texans Bucks 12 o'clock for us, and then Raiders Charger at
3
3.
a.m. Yeah, no
Flipping
chance.
out. That's
Yeah,
a late one.
yeah, no chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
I
chance.
mean, the Texans Bucks game is highly unlikely. I got to be work on Tuesday. So.
Yeah. No, I'm not watching either of them.
But that one, Texans Bucks might be a good game, but that Raiders Chargers game, 3 a.m., that's crazy still.
Yeah.
But all right, then,
Yeah.
my brother. Well,
Yes.
thank you all people then for when you do tuning in. Get me, as Dej likes to say, but he's not air.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
And of course, JBA is here.
Like and subscribe.
Get me, Joe MBT. I am signing out.
Jacob signing out.
Peace.
Thank you guys for listening.